Hello, guys. Welcome to the College Chronicles, your own college podcast. So, today we are joined by someone who truly represents what it means to grow, return, and give it back. Not only our guest is a proud alumnus of this institution, but also a respected faculty member shaping the next generation of professionals. With rich experience in the industry, a strong foundation in management, and a remarkable entrepreneurial journey. They went on to become the founder of Successful Resort, bringing together innovation, hospitality, and a deep understanding of customer experience. From working hands on in the field to building their own brand, and now guiding students with the same passion that once fueled their own career path. They offer a rare blend of industry insight and academic mentorship. Please join me in welcoming Professor Nikhil Dhyani, a dynamic educator, industry expert, and a visionary entrepreneur. Sir, like as you are an alumni of our college, so could you tell us a bit about your journey from being a student here to becoming a faculty member now?
Okay, you are asking about bit of a journey.
Yeah.
So this is a huge journey from 2009 to this is 2025. So you are asking about 16 years of life, and that too in short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, yeah, I did the same course which now I'm teaching, that is supply chain.
Yes.
So I did my MBA in supply chain from here, did the internship in Container Corporation of India, then got campus placed with Kunenagal, had my 1 year or so stint in there. Then I started my transportation company, freight forwarding company, then resorts, and then organic farming, and I dabbled there. Then I started my teaching stint in 2014 as a visiting faculty with this very university, along with Chitkara University. I took some guest lectures here and there, like OP Jindal. Then there is a smaller institution, and it's a hotel management institution in Kordwar there. These were the guest lectures, but the regular visiting faculty was with Chitkara University and UPS, Dehradun. And then in 2024, that is last year, I joined here permanently, and now I'm your program lead.
Yes. So how has your experience as an alumni influenced your teaching style?
Okay. See, to be very honest, I have never been. I was a sincere student, but not the studious one. I was not the backbencher, the front bencher, but with the attributes of the backbencher, right? So it was a mix of both, and I knew how we all relate to stories.
Yes.
And because I'm the student of this very institute, so I understand the smaller, the internal jokes of students, right? The internal jokes about the tapris outside, the information how student process. I mean, the affinity to the entire, you can say, the journey from Nanda Ki Chowki to campus, and then the kind of twists and turns in the road, the potholes in the roads, and each and every story that comes with it. I mean, you identify, you have a story with that, with it. That oh, that friend of yours got stumbled over there, or in that curve, you was trying to bend the motorcycle, and you saw someone, and then you got distracted and you flipped, right? So these kind of things, and I know the stories which when we teach you the concept, and if we are bringing the example, we know as a student also and as a faculty also, we know that you relate with it and you understand with it. But if those examples are very near to you, I mean the example from the campuses, the example from the journey,
Yeah.
then I think it's a better mix. And the alumni, those who are in the industry, my friends, they give us the kind of examples which are not written in any book, but which are very practical.
Practical.
They may not be academic in nature, but they are very implementable and practical in nature. Yeah.
Life relating.
You can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what changes have you noticed in the college and the students since your time here?
One constant bickering from the faculties, which always is and which always will be there, is the graph of the students going down. And up to some extent, I will agree with it because of internet. Because internet has made your life easier. but it has also make you a person who needs to be spoon fed.
Yeah, not to
So
think anything.
yes, so now you have chat GPTs, perplexities, and all those kind of AI tools,
Yeah, at the back of
which instead of helping you out are making you handicapped.
Yeah.
So instead of utilizing it, you are depending on it. Instead of asking for cues, you're asking for solutions. What AI will give you a solution will may not be the actual solution. So for the actual solution, you need to study.
Yes.
At our times, we don't have this kind of access. But yes, the best part is now your library has grown many-fold. You have library. The access to faculties was a bit, I mean, generation after generation, the gap between senior or junior, you can say that, or the elders or the youngsters
Yeah.
is decreasing in terms of communication. So now you guys have the benefit of communicating with your elders, with your seniors, with your faculties. We also has that kind of opportunity, but the social construct which we had of the elders, that they are elders,
Yeah.
the emphasis on the elders was so high that there was a huge boundary which we couldn't cross each and every time. But you have that kind of leverage which you can utilize. Unfortunately for students, they don't come, they don't talk. So that is what we have seen as changes. Rest is that is mixed bundle, and that can change at any moment of time. So that doesn't matter.
Sir, could you share any interesting or challenging experience from your like industry when you were working?
See, I was working with Nagal, and even when I was running my own businesses, I don't think there was anything which is challenging in nature because of the operational aspect of the job as well as how we were trained. We were trained in a manner, we were emphasized by our teachers, faculties, seniors, and whosoever we got in touch with. They always said that because we are from supply chain, we have to be ready for each and everything in life. So yes, challenges in each and every job, there are challenges, and it will remain so. It will come and go, but that didn't deter us. And I'm not talking about only myself. I can safely say that it was safe for others also, that they can identify the problem, they can solve the problem if possible, or if they are not able to solve the problem, if I'm not able to solve the problem, that I had the back of 119 students more. So we were 120. So I had a back of 119 students whom I was friend with, and I mean, if I'm falling short in one aspect, there are 190 multiplied by two hands which are ready to pick me up. So there was not even a single challenge which I could say that it was a challenge which we couldn't overcome. See, challenge, we'll say it's a challenge if we couldn't overcome. So it was okay.
Sir, so what skills do you think are most valuable for future professionals in the field of like supply chain that we are pursuing?
I would say not only supply chain, for each and everywhere, because I was an entrepreneur. I still am, and running now teaching in the university as well as had my stint in the corporate also. So what I believe is the only currency which you can ever have is your networking. If you have good networking skills, if you have good list of friends, if you can rely on them, not on your Instagram or your those friends, those who are exist only in real life, they're not your friends. The friends which you can straight away, if you are coming to me and asking me, sir, I want to, you know, I want to have 2 minutes of a person who is in the industry, that too in this peculiar industry. So I know I have people in my speed dial whom I can reach out to, and that thing is done. It may be a favor for you, but for me, it's friendship. So the kind of friendship and networking you have, that's the most important skill.
So how should students deal with failures or setbacks during the college life if we face any?
Uh, First, I would like to answer your second question. If you face any, you'll face many.
Yeah.
See, so it's not any, it's many. Many, it may be so that we can't even count as faculties. One, because we cannot correlate with it. We may say that we have also been sitting on those benches. We may say that we have gone through the same phases, but no. Each and every challenge is different for each and every individual. Uh, we say that you are fortunate enough that now you have chat GPTs and WhatsApp and all that. But along with it comes the cons that now you can always be monitored. There was no one to monitor us. How they could track us? There was no geotagging, geolocation was there, no live location was there. So it was easier for us to bunk the classes. It was easier for us to uh, go on a date. It was easier for us to hang out with friends. See, this is what brings the best of human nature. But also, it was very tough for us to accumulate knowledge. It was very tough for us to reach out or to find out the correct resource. Now you have LinkedIn, now you have Instagram, now you have your friend circle with whom you are in contact very easily on
Across
over
the
WhatsApp.
countries.
Yeah, across the countries, that too. WhatsApp call is free across the countries too. So there are pros and cons. Yes, your cons are higher because of the mounting pressure day by day, not only of the society but of the social media also. We had the problem of society, but not of the social media. You have that. So you guys are facing more problems. First. Second is there is no failure. In my books, failure doesn't exist. Either you learn or you will succeed. So there are only two aspects. You will learn from your mistakes, from your failures. Yes, if you are making the same mistake twice, then it's a failure. If like your generation says, Iron Man learns from his mistake. So if you are learning from a mistake, yes, you might have done something wrong, but you haven't done something wrong. You have learned how not to do that particular project, that particular activity, and if you are learning from that, implementing in your life and growing day by day. So I don't think you should consider it as a failure. You should consider it, oh yes, another
Jump.
step in the ladder.
Ladder.
So it's another step. So there is no failure. You're saying how to overcome the failure. One, there is no failure. Second, if there is, that depends from a person's motivation, self motivation, as well as a person's attitude. Maybe a problem for you is a lighter one, and the same very problem is a heavier for me because I am not in that frame of mind. Maybe I'm facing problem in my emotional life, in my personal life. You are not bearing that, and the same problem is thrown at both of us. You will succeed, I'll get failed. But how I will succeed over it, how I will overcome over it, if this kind of particular situation happen with a student, then I believe they can always go for networking part. If they have a good network, if they have good friends, they can read your face like a book, and then they'll give you what you need. A nudge, a push, a tea, whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are some misconceptions people often have about the shipping or logistics industry?
Misconception. Okay. The first and foremost misconception is when it comes to shipping or logistics, they only look into aspect of transportation and warehousing. Their a layman's understanding is only from the preview of that supply chain or logistics consists of only transportation and warehousing. It is not. First and foremost, it may be at the forefront because of the 3PL companies like Blue Dart, like DHL, and all these companies, Flipkart and all. But it is not limited to it. If it is limited to it, we wouldn't be teaching you the shipping part. We wouldn't be teaching you business processes. We wouldn't be teaching you lean management. So it's not limited to it. That is the misconception part. Supply chain from definition itself covers anything and everything. So anything happening in the business world happens within the ambit of supply chain. If you can correlate with it, if you can understand that I believe, and I'm not saying that I'm biased because I'm teaching this, I firmly believe in it, that the best thing a student can go for is a supply chain course, along with if he or she has prepared for civil services. Because the civil services, the preparation part gives you the basic understanding of geography of the country, the history of the country, the civics of the country, as well as it has imbibed the learning as well as the analytical skills. And the supply chain part gives you the holistic understanding that nothing exists in silos. Each and every aspect has repercussions. If you will throw a smaller, pebble in the pond, it will have its ripple. And those ripple effects, the only what I believe is a supply chain guy would able to understand it in a much better way than any other specializations, because they would be focusing on one aspect of financial aspect of it, HR aspect of it, marketing aspect of it. But a supply chain professional will be looking at it from the holistic view. How that single pebble have the number of ripples, and those number of ripples have the cascading effects on other aspects of businesses. Like we have discussed the bullwhip effect in the
Yes,
classes.
sir.
That is more like that. Yeah.
So, sir, what was your biggest reality check moment when you started teaching?
I'm sorry. I'm really very sorry to disappoint you. Till now, it hasn't happened.
Okay.
The kind of things happening, in the last 10 to 12 years of my teaching journey. But I expect that is what is happening.
Okay.
So it might be a shock for others, but as I said, I'm a supply chain professional. I'm always prepared. And the second thing is, I believe I relate with the students what they are thinking, the thought process is. So that's why it doesn't come as a shocker to me. So yeah, no reality check as of now. Maybe your batch can change that perception.
No.
Yeah. What?
Sir, so now we have ended with the question and round. So now let's move on to a fun round, that is rapid fire.
Okay.
So you have to answer in a one word.
So this is a surprise quiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's do it.
what is your favorite travel destination?
What is my favorite
Travel destination.
travel destination? Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Because I love traveling.
Okay. A book or a movie that inspired you?
A book and a movie. A movie is Good Will Hunting, and a book is, there are many. I'm a voracious reader, so Art of War is one which I've given you
Yeah.
guys to read. The another is Kautilya's Arthashastra. Then there are many books which inspire me. So yeah, but these two are most important.
Sir, dream travel experience that you want to have once in a lifetime.
Again, that
It was a travel destination, a travel experience. Some people feel like they want to visit this city once in a lifetime. So is there
I don't
any-
have that kind of list, but yes, from my past experiences, I would go again to Andaman. So it is one of the location. Otherwise, for me, each and every location is just a location. It's not about a location which matters. What I believe is it's the journey to that location itself, the traveling, what you're saying, and the experiences which I can have from the locals, from the food, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Sir, so one word that describes your journey so far.
One word that
Describes your journey so far.
unimaginable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is college life teaches you more than teamwork than corporate training?
I didn't understand the first part.
Does college life teaches you more about teamwork than the corporate training?
See, you can never ever force anyone when it comes to teamwork. It's the inherent quality. Neither college life nor your corporate can teach you that. If you are a team player, then you are a team player. If you are not, then you are not. If you are a chess player, you cannot be a rugby or football player, right? So that depends what kind of player you are. But at the end of the day, you have to play.
Yes.
So it's your choice that if you can play in a football team as a striker, then you have a win-win situation. You are a team player as well as you are playing for your individual game.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, madam. Chalo.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been truly inspiring to hear his journey from being a student to industry professional to an entrepreneur and now a mentor shaping future leaders. His insights into the hospitality industry and career growth have given us a lot to reflect on, and I'm sure our listeners will take away valuable lessons from the experience. To everyone listening, thank you for being with us. Stay tuned for more conversations with extraordinary individuals who continue to make an impact. Until next time, take care and keep learning.